Ladies and gentlemen, if you were watching this, I am making a warning to you. This is a warning. Do not, repeat, do not buy this stick if you see it. It comes in this box. Gap design, wrestle joystick for Xbox 360. If you see this, if you see wrestling, Tekken 5, Dark Resurrect, this wasn't on the Xbox. If you see this joystick, I'm gonna tell you why you should not buy it. There are a number of reasons, visible reasons why you shouldn't buy this, but I'm gonna tell you a physical reason as to why you shouldn't own this. The reason why is the trigger buttons. The trigger buttons here. You see, these trigger buttons are actual triggers. They are pressure sensitive. Let me show you. Right here in Dolphin Emulator, I have the triggers set here, and you're gonna see, I'm gonna gently press down the right trigger. Alright, so that should be good. Alright, so I have to press this really hard down to get it to go in the left stick. Yeah. I will say the left trigger button is a lot less pressure sensitive. This is just... Yeah, I've always sworn I've dropped inputs, and now I know I'm not crazy, and I actually have been, because the triggers on this thing are actual fucking triggers. They are pressure sensitive. Unbelievable. So to further prove the case, I'm gonna set the triggers to other buttons. Just put A. Okay, so we'll set A analog here. No matter how light I press it, it's always definite. It's always down. That's how it is. I cannot press this light enough to physically get it to not be all the way pressed down. But the triggers, they are actual pressure sensitive triggers. So okay, yeah, that's it. If you see this stick, do not buy it. But hey, you know what? If you want this stick, you want this one right here. If you want Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection Xbox 360 stick, gap design, you let me know and I'll hook you up with this for $40 or more. I forgot to also mention that this is a really, really big deal for most fighting games that you would try to use this for, because in most fighting games, you can't adjust the sensitivity of triggers. Why would that be a feature in any fighting game? I specifically learned this specifically when I was playing Fightcade, and I was trying to set the inputs for my controller, and it told me that the LT and RT were Z-axis down button 0 something, but it was detecting it as a trigger. Right. So upon further inspection of my fight stick, I had the idea to open it up and just switch the buttons around. But I opened it up and here's what we got here. Right, so here's the front of this baby, and then the back is a motherboard right here. Yeah. Instead of replaceable buttons or editable buttons, it's a motherboard. So, and these are just buttons pressing down on it. So it's actually physically impossible to switch the buttons or to make these L to T and RZ not trigger sensitive. Also, look at this. There's a few things I've also found in here. Look at this. This is the top of an Xbox 360 controller right here. This wire, yeah, right there. That is ripped straight from an Xbox. Here's Rumble. Rumble feature under the stick itself. Yeah, just that it's a nice counterweight to your stick. Also, look, you know what this is, or this, you know what those are? Those are meant for Rumble. Those are meant for these little dudes to hang out in for a Rumble. This stick is supposed to have Rumble in it. in 3 places. So yeah, if you want this beauty, guys, this is heavy. What the fuck? Excuse me? Excuse, I have to go back in the call.